Linda Kozlowski, born on January 7, 1958, in Fairfield, Connecticut, was raised in a close-knit Polish-American family that emphasized education, discipline, and cultural heritage. From a young age, Linda exhibited a deep interest in the performing arts, which was nurtured through school plays and community theater. Her passion for drama and music pushed her to pursue a formal education in acting. After completing her primary education in Fairfield, Linda moved to New York City to study at the prestigious Juilliard School. At Juilliard, she received comprehensive training in classical acting, stagecraft, and emotional expression, honing her craft alongside other rising talents. The rigorous training at Juilliard provided her with the solid foundation that would shape her naturalistic acting style, which later became one of her defining features in Hollywood. The breakthrough role in Crocodile Dundee and rising stardom. Kozlowski's big break came in 1986, when she was cast as Sue Charlton, the intelligent and adventurous journalist in Crocodile Dundee. The film, a blend of romantic comedy and adventure, became an unexpected global phenomenon, grossing millions and solidifying Kozlowski's place in Hollywood. Her performance was praised for its charm, wit, and the incredible on-screen chemistry she shared with her co-star, Paul Hogan, who played the rugged Mick Crocodile Dundee. The chemistry between the two was undeniable, and their connection wasn't limited to the screen. The success of the film led to a Golden Globe nomination for Kozlowski as Best Supporting Actress. She quickly became one of Hollywood's most sought-after actresses, and her role in Crocodile Dundee remains iconic. A real-life romance, Linda Kozlowski and Paul Hogan's relationship. Linda Kozlowski's relationship with Paul Hogan grew beyond the set of Crocodile Dundee. Their professional partnership blossomed into a romantic relationship, and by 1990, they were married. Their marriage, which garnered significant media attention, was seen as the culmination of their on-screen romance. They even co-starred in the sequels Crocodile Dundee 2, 1988, and Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles, 2001. Despite their professional and personal success, their relationship wasn't without its challenges. The couple's bond, once incredibly strong, faced increasing pressure as time passed. They navigated the ups and downs of marriage in the public eye, and by the early 2000s, tensions began to surface. Yet, despite the inevitable strains, they maintained a supportive and collaborative dynamic, making their marriage one of the more notable Hollywood unions of its time. Transitioning into new roles beyond Crocodile Dundee. After her massive success with the Crocodile Dundee films, Linda Kozlowski sought to expand her range as an actress. Throughout the 1990s, she took on various roles that allowed her to display her versatility. She co-starred with Bill Paxton and Tim Curry in the comedy Pass the Ammo, 1988. And in 1990, she reunited with Hogan in Almost an Angel, a quirky comedy that allowed her to once again explore her on-screen chemistry with him. However, despite her varied roles, she struggled to find projects that lived up to her success in Crocodile Dundee. Some of her other films, such as Backstreet Justice, 1994, a gritty crime drama, and The Neighbor, 1994, a psychological thriller, were less commercially successful, though they showcased her range. She also took on a role in Village of the Damned, 1995, a science fiction film directed by John Carpenter, further diversifying her career. Disillusionment with Hollywood and the decision to step back. By the early 2000s, Linda Kozlowski's dissatisfaction with the Hollywood film industry grew. She found herself increasingly frustrated with the roles being offered to her. Describing many of the scripts she received as straight-to-video schlock, she felt disconnected from the kind of work she had hoped to do. This sentiment, which she candidly expressed, highlighted her growing frustration with the lack of serious, meaningful projects in Hollywood. She was particularly disappointed by the lack of artistic integrity in many productions. "I was the only one on set that cared about anything," she said. Linda's disillusionment was compounded by her shifting personal priorities. At a certain point, she realized that her passion for acting had waned. and the pressure to maintain a Hollywood career no longer aligned with her personal goals. She chose to prioritize her family, health, and personal fulfillment over the superficial allure of fame. The divorce from Paul Hogan, breaking her silence. Linda Kozlowski's marriage to Paul Hogan, which lasted 23 years, was a highly publicized chapter of her life, and their divorce in 2014 was equally significant. After years of navigating the complexities of both their professional and personal lives, Kozlowski made the difficult decision to separate. The divorce, though amicable, marked the end of a long partnership that had once been a Hollywood fairy tale. In a rare and candid interview, Kozlowski opened up about the emotional turmoil and sacrifices that led to their split. She admitted that the decision to divorce was not an easy one, but it was one that had been a long time coming. It wasn't just one thing, she explained. It was a growing realization that we had drifted apart over the years. For Kozlowski, the decision was transformative, both emotionally and personally. It was not just the end of a marriage, but the beginning of a new chapter in her life. Personal growth and the realization of self-identity. Throughout her marriage to Paul Hogan, Linda Kozlowski had often felt like she was losing parts of herself, her voice, and her identity. In her interview, she reflected on the years of introspection and personal sacrifices that ultimately led to her decision to separate. There was a growing sense that I was losing parts of myself, she said. This realization was pivotal, and the divorce process allowed her to reclaim her sense of self. It wasn't just about the dissolution of a marriage. It was about rediscovering her own goals, passions, and priorities. Linda's journey was not an easy one, but through it, she learned the importance of self-care, authenticity, and the need to live life on her own terms. Her decision to walk away from the Hollywood limelight in favor of personal growth and fulfillment was a bold and empowering move. Life after divorce, a new love and a new chapter. In 2017, Linda Kozlowski remarried, this time to Moulay Hafed Baba, a Moroccan tour guide and businessman she had met during her travels in North Africa. The couple's connection blossomed into a deep partnership, both personally and professionally. Together, they co-founded Dream My Destiny, a luxury travel company based in Morocco. Their work allowed Linda to immerse herself in the culture of North Africa, further deepening her appreciation for adventure and exploration. The couple's venture not only marked a fresh chapter in Linda's personal life, but also symbolized her reinvention as an entrepreneur. Their company, offering bespoke travel experiences, was an embodiment of Linda's new focus on living a life defined by passion, culture, and connection. Linda's journey from Hollywood actress to businesswoman demonstrates her ability to evolve and embrace new challenges. Embracing a new identity. Linda's personal fulfillment beyond Hollywood. For Linda Kozlowski, leaving Hollywood was a transformative choice. After years of fame and success, she walked away from the industry that had once defined her career, seeking a life that was more aligned with her personal values and passions. Moving to Morocco and building a new career in travel and entrepreneurship allowed Linda to embrace a new identity, one that was no longer tied to her former life as a Hollywood star. Through her business, she continues to share her love for culture, adventure, and exploration with others, all while maintaining a strong sense of independence. Linda's post-Hollywood life reflects her journey towards self-empowerment and personal fulfillment, as she now prioritizes authenticity, growth, and meaningful connections over fame.